Hopia. Head forward from San Fernando, Pampanga, number 25, Christian David. Also at forward from San Mateo Rizal, number 14, Troy Malilid. Head guard from Parañaque City, number 6, JV Casio. And also at guard from Batangas, number 2, Cedric Bearfield. Head coach of the Bossing is Jeff Cariaso. And now let's meet the starting five of your San Miguel Beermen. Starting at guard from La Paz Leyte, number 6, Chris Ross. The other guard from Bautista, Pangasinan, number 77, CJ Perez. And forward from Tabaco Albay, number 91, Rodney Prandial. Also at forward from Calamba, Laguda, number 2, Don Troliano. At center from Pinabungahan, Cebu, number 15, Junmar Fajardo.
As the jump is going to be between Junmar Fajardo and a man he sees eye to eye. And they are eye level in Hopia.
A former Red Lion.
That's right.
Getting a chance to play against one of PBA's best.
Absolutely. Got Troliano in front of him. Bearfield, 3-ball from the corner. That's short. Hopia with a rebound, beating Fajardo. First attempt, no good. Second attempt, stuffed there by the Kraken.
Got away with a push. Will not be rewarded after that rejection by Junmar Fajardo. And that defensive stop will fuel the first fast break point.
Reverse, JB Casio on the other end. Sends it back over to David, back to Casio. David, 3-ball on the way, got it.
I like that version of their two-man game. It's not just a ball scheme, this is the two-man game, the handoff, the pass and cut. Name it, excellent execution, Casio. One of the top players in terms of two-man game execution.
Now he's been doing that since his days with the Green Archers as Fajardo misses that short jumper, rebound in the hands of Perez. CJ, nobody around him, takes a 3-ball, no good. And the rebound in the hands of Bearfield.
This is the third game in the last 5 days, by the way, for Blackwater.
That's right.
San Miguel, meanwhile, just played a week ago. David was cold in the first 36 minutes against Ginebra.
Well, he's starting out hot right here. Another 3-pointer for CD. Brondial using that strength down low. The hook shot, no good. Junmar Fajardo with another attempt here for the Beermen. Fajardo, too big, too strong, too good down low there.
1 against 4, no problems for Junmar Fajardo. The footwork, the balance, and the strength to take all of those 4 defenders.
Here's Hopia. Shakes free of the defense, comes up short, however.
Finishing around the basket is something that he will have to be better at in the years to come.
Of course, Hopia still a project here early on in his PBA career. And he's facing one of the best, if not the best, in Junmar Fajardo with a soft touch right there, Coach Ronnie.
2 possessions, equivalent to 4 points for Junmar Fajardo. Coming up with his own version of a 4-point run against the defense of Clifford Hopia.
We are tied at 6 early on here in the first period. Cedric Bearfield against CJ Perez.
Nice
That's a great matchup right there. They go to Malilin in the corner. 3-balls a little bit too strong. Battle for the rebound in the hands of Fajardo.
Busy Junmar Fajardo against Clifford Hopia.
CJ Perez steps on the gas, and it's almost nothing you can do when he does that.
Indeed.
It's like he shifts gears from 5th to 6th.
And both ways. Going left, no problem. Going right, still at the top of his attacking game.
Oh, David has been on fire to start this ball game.
After being down at 6-2 earlier.
We are tied at 8. CJ Perez wants to change that, but Troliano does. And that putback.
He was familiar playing against the foreign student athletes as well.
That's right. Here's Malilin. And the scoring on Don Troliano on that nice fast break play for Blackwater. They retake the lead, 12-10. He's not wrong. Here's Perez. 6 to shoot here for the white shirts. Perez, tough shot. It's not a tough shot for CJ, though.
Nothing is tough for CJ Perez.
That's right. No Marshall Lassiter as well. RK in the ball game. 3-ball on the way. Puts it in. First attempt for RK. Drills it immediately. I was about to say CJ Perez is always full of it. He misses on that attempt, however. And look at that. Tip in. Christian David. What a start to this ball game for him as the Blackwater Bossing enjoying a 15-12 advantage.
At least 50% of the total output of Blackwater coming from Christian David. From outside, even in the restricted zone, to give his team a one-possession edge.
Rosales using the Junmar screen. Rosales still with it. Over to Perez. CJ to the cup. Puts it up and in.
Rosales like a Swiss knife.
And Japet Aguilar has been doing that from a baseline jumper for a very
at
long
6'9".
time. That's right.
At 6'9", mind you.
Perez, 3-ball on the way. CJ Perez has been hot here for the San Miguel Beermen. He's in double figures with 11 points.
You see that basketball get inside numerous times from attacking. Gives you that confidence to take outside shots because more or less, even if you miss, yet still he converts.
And a boot tratter there gets the basket plus the foul. So possible three-pointer here for the Blackwater Bossing. Let's take a look at this once again. Great position down low. Not much Rosales can do, but give up the foul. But he also gave up.
Nice matchup.
7 to shoot here for the red shirts. Great defense coming from Jericho.
Another steal by San Miguel.
Right. Here comes Cahilig all the way to the basket. Puts it up and in.
And as they say, a turnover is the first ticket to a fast break play on the other end.
San Miguel Beermen now retake the lead.
Another
21
steal.
to 20. Another steal. Here's Cruz off the glass. Wow, another fast break there for the San Miguel Beermen.
Not the best pass really, but somehow Jericho Cruz able to find the right angle
That's
to
right.
kiss that ball off the bank. 3-point lead after being behind earlier. Good strong kick here coming from the Beermen.
Bearfield. Over to RK. They go to Abu. Abu still with it. Sends it over to Ilagan. Cuts the basket. Puts it up. High looping shot. Gets the bounce. Here's Cruz. Jericho.
Nice pass.
Tautua down low. Great pass. Great position for Big Mo for the easy basket.
And that's why.
And that could free up Rosales down low for the easy basket. Bodies on the floor here on one end. RK Ilagan speeding things up on the other. And another turnover. Here comes Tautua. Petroliano still on the ground as Jericho Cruz scores on another fast break. Escoto sends it, nice pass, and Ion stopped there by Cahilig. Here's Rosales.
Double the effort coming from Cahilig as nobody was home to defend Ion in that last sequence.
Cruz. Jericho, skip pass over to Rosales, 3-ball on the way, that's short, rebound in the hands of David.
Again, the ball movement coming from Jericho Cruz to spot an open teammate.
David walks into the three-pointer. That's his third one of the ball game.
Defense for Blackwater in that last sequence. Too much pace against a hot shooting Christian David.
As he is down low against Ginto. 5 to shoot here for the Beermen. Junmar has to kick it back out. Ross, right at the buzzer, drills the 4-pointer.
That's got to hurt. Shot clock winding down. And that's Chris Ross for you as a shot maker. Off a broken play. 7-point lead, the largest lead for San Miguel versus Blackwater.
Here's Ginto. Puts it on the floor against Junmar.
Nice.
All the way to the basket.
Just to keep Fajardo away from the basket. Excellent decision, no panic in Fajardo and Ross. Perfect read on the shot clock. And through it all, Junmar Fajardo and CJ Perez.
10 times they've won the Philippine Cup as Christian David.
Oh, nice.
He's still hot. 15 points in the ball game for CD.
Showing us the entire arsenal.
Cahilig. Now with Troliano. Over to Perez. They're looking for Fajardo. They get it down to him against Ginto. Fajardo. Junmar creating some space. Soft touch. First attempt, no good. Second attempt, nothing. Third attempt, the charm for the Krakens. They're going to go back to Junmar. Ross. Ross still with it. Look at that move by Chris Ross. So crafty through the years. But look short on that 3 attempt by Ross. He gets his own miss. Sends it down low. Fajardo, that's just too easy. Great position for somebody that skilled.
Too open.
CJ. Turnover, San Miguel. Here comes RK on the break. RK using that foot speed all the way to the cup for 2.
Going for a higher percentage look.
Malilin, a nice shot there on Jericho Cruz.
I remember the other night, had that big 3-point basket to tie the scoreline and could have sent that game into overtime.
Cruz turns around inside the paint and answers on that end. And he's having some words with Malilin running back on defense.
And just 1 point for Bearfield here in the first 2 quarters.
Here's Perez. CJ. Nice play. And they find Fajardo for an easy basket. Plus the foul there.
What about that entry pass to Brondial by CJ Perez? It's all about team basketball. This fine. And then after a catch.
50-37 is the count. This is the biggest San Miguel lead here in the first half. Bearfield finally gets a field goal there. Bearfield using the Tratter screen. Cedric stopped there by C. Ross.
Blocked by Ross.
Rebound. Here's Ross on the break. Ross surveying the floor. Over to Perez. CJ. Now with Troliano. Open for the 3-ball. Money. Baskets here for the San Miguel Beermen.
11-0 run to open up the third. 11-point run in under 3 minutes for the San Miguel Beermen.
It's now a 63-39 advantage for the mighty San Miguel Beermen with 9:12 left to go here in Q3.
Has played 7 games, has come off the bench in all of those 7 games, coming up with the scoring average.
That's a great move there by Hopia. He draws the foul also from Junmar.
Very rare ball screen offense against the defense of Junmar Fajardo. Against other teams, that is normally the top point of attack.
Hopia can't complete the 3-point play. Here comes Troliano. Troliano, foul given up there, but he gets the hoop and the harm. After that foul coming from David was a little bit weak.
Too easy, really.
Yeah.
Incidentally, that basket by Hopia was the first field goal for. The other thing is that David was at the side, not in front of Troliano.
Bearfield gets his second field goal of the ball game. Maybe that can get him going. But now the Blackwater Bossing facing a 23-point deficit. Fajardo against Hopia. Junmar carving off some space. Just easy pickings for the Kraken.
Taking Hopia once again to school. 3 dribbles is right there at the mouth of the rim.
Bearfield against Ross. Cedric. Turnaround jumpers, no good. Hopia gets that rebound, stopped there by Fajardo. Here comes Ross on the break. Ross still with it. Over to Perez. CJ turns the corner, trying to draw the foul, not going to get the whistle. And here comes the Bossing on the counter. Arce's got options. Over to Bearfield, stopped again by Ross.
3 blocks. San Miguel has really dominated the inside points, the paint points.
Look at that, 28-8 points this quarter in favor of the Beermen. As Andrade hits that long bomb, decides to bring it back out, sends it over to Tratter. Abu puts it on the floor. Tratter falls on the floor, picked up by Tautua.
Another turnover.
Here comes Jericho Cruz all the way to the cup for 2. Rosales. Nice pass to Jericho Cruz for the layup.
What about the air break coming from Rosales?
Yeah. Marshall.
No CO Lassiter.
Yeah. All rotation players for the
Yes.
San Miguel Beermen. As they take a look at that nice pass. And over to Malilin down low. Can't finish. Another attempt here by Blackwater. Stopped there by Big Mo Tautua.
Polite.
He was still very polite, but he walked to the court. He knew he was going to be called for a tech. And he was very calm in the way he was talking to the referees. But you could tell that he was angry. Now with Kahilig, using the Tautua screen. Calma. Long 2 on the way, puts it in.
Why not?
Yeah, I mean, he's had quality minutes here for Coach Leo. Caperal, he hit a 3 earlier and hits another one right there from the other side of the court.
The former Gene King, the former Batang Pier,
That's right.
finding his way back here in the PBA, getting a new lease on life.
96-71. Jericho Cruz over to Calma. He's not gun shy whatsoever here, Coach Ronnie Magsanok.
So that's the scoring duel here in the fourth. Caperal versus Calma.
J.A.M. Calma has checked it. He really only played here in the 4th period, but he's already up to 8 points in this ball game. Make that 10 points in this ball game.
Right.
A while while ago. As we take a look at this nice basket down low there for the Bossing. Massive wins, and they're working on their third here as Kahilig tees up a 3-ball and drills it.
In a sense that it stops briefly the momentum.
Yeah, back to see Ross. They're going to go down to the hot hand, which is JM Calma. Calma against Andrade. Double team comes. Calma, wow. He's looking like Junmar Fajardo down there, Coach Ronnie.
Wanted an end one. Wanted a bonus play.
12 points in the ball game.
Yes.
Instant offense for Calma.
All in the fourth.
Escoto can't get the bounce. Battle for the rebound. Calma tips it over to Ross. Ross. Here's Tautua. Kahilig. 3-ball on the way from the corner. Back-to-back threes for Kahilig. Here's Calma. Double team. Triple team. Calma said, I don't care. You can throw 5 players on me. I'm going to score on you guys.
Of JR Calma.
Caperal sends it over to Malilin for the easy layup right there. Jericho over to Calma. Calma, one-handed shot. Wow, JM Calma. It's been his quarter here. Rosales over to Tautua. Big Mo launches another 3. He is 2 for 3 from downtown, to the delight of the San Miguel bench. Mitchell over to Caperal. No good in that 3-ball. Rosales over to Calma. Calma finds Big Mo, but tipped there by Mitchell. Ayon not wasting any time. All the way to the cup, puts it up and in.
5th straight loss.
That's right.
Meanwhile for Blackwater.
Another massive win here for the San Miguel Beermen. And a lot of choices for best player of the ball game.